Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Sam here at Sacred Oak Temple, and Heidi.
Hello.
Uh, this is our full moon for July 10th, 2025. Today we're going to be talking about blessings and hope, something that in these dark times I think all of us need to bear in mind.
Yes.
To begin with, we acknowledge that we're located in Treaty 6 territory. This is the ancestral and traditional territory of the Cree, the Dene, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, Nakota Sioux, and the Métis peoples. I offer tobacco to the ancestors of this land as a recognition, and I ask for their permission to come to belong here.
Let us prepare ourselves and purify ourselves now for the task in front of us. Here we are physically apart, but united by our common spirit, our common purpose, gathered in community. Stand or sit comfortably in your circle at home. Rock back and forth until you find a place of relaxed balance. Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, hold it for a second, then release it. Feel how your lungs expanded as you breathed in and how awake your senses are. Take another deep breath and hold and release. You are breathing in with all the others in our circle, sharing your breath of life with them. And finally, breathe, hold, release, fully in your body, in your spirit, prepared to enter sacred space. Now open your eyes and be present both here and with our community.
This is a ritual, remembering our blessings and talking about hope. And now I'm going to cast the circle. This is a place that is not a place, in a time that is not a time, halfway between the worlds of gods and mortals. This is a place that is all places, in a time that is eternity, where gods and mortals come together. And this is a place that is our home, a time in our lives where we can be greater than we thought. As we turn to each direction, I'd like you to do the same in your own homes.
We look to the east to find truth. Each baby that is born is a new possibility. Each day that dawns gives us a world of options. Each breath gives us new life. Open the door to the east and welcome the air.
We look to the south to find courage and purpose. Where there is injustice, we fight back against it. Where there are lies, we speak the truth. The greatest thing is courage to face the world and to find the good in it. Open the door to the south and welcome the fire.
We look to the west to find connection and solidarity. When I am afraid, I am lonely, I am discouraged. When all I feel is pain, underneath the pain is a spring of life. With all that has disappointed us, the sun shines. The springtime is
Inevitable.
Thank you. Love is more lasting than loss. We move and flow and open the power of water.
We look to the north to find food and shelter. The earth is our mother. She gives us all good things. She is the foundation of our lives. Where the foundation is strong, what we build will be strong. Open the door to the north now and welcome in the earth.
As we call to the center to bring power of connection, of common humanity.
There is sureness and power when we are together when we care for each other.
We can live more generously, compassionately, and we can care for each other.
We open the door to the center
and welcome the Spirit.
How can we live with security and dignity and self-respect, have enough shelter and food and money? Even more, how can we find joy and beauty and love? Everything great is collapsing. Institutions, economies, and governments, and the cycles of the natural world. What can be done? We must look away from the great things to the small beauties of the world, the tiny connections with which we weave together lives that are meaningful, the small victories. Now, some believe that it is only great power that can hold evil in check, but it is the small, everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keep the darkness at bay, small acts of love and kindness.
We all, together, create the wealth of the world, but building trust and community takes time and shared effort. Although that must be our long-term goal, we call Pandora, All-Mother of Humanity, whose final gift amongst all the dangers and illnesses of life is hope. She, who is the beauty of the green earth and the white moon amongst the stars, and the mystery of the waters and the desires of the heart, calls unto your soul, arise and come unto her.
And we call upon the God Arepo, the God of Arepo, the God of every humble beauty in the world. I'm of the fallen leaves, it said, the worms that churn beneath the earth, the boundary of forest and of field, the first hint of frost before the first snow falls, the skin of an apple as it yields beneath your teeth. I'm a God of a dozen different nothings, scraps that lead to rot, momentary glimpses, a change in the air, and then it's gone. Now he who is the mystery of death and rebirth, and the sun who brings life, and the mystery of the seed in the earth and the desire of the heart, he calls unto your soul, arise and come unto him. Accept our prayers.
Every new day, makes the world brand new. Hope and triumph over disappointments, love over fear. After every winter comes spring.
Now, this past year has been terribly difficult, but dark times they end. The democracies of the world face rising intolerance and deepening poverty, and the fascist coup in the center of the United States. But the rise of movements for expanding democracy and of resistance are also real. We all know that in life we are in the middle of death. We know that all that we know and all that we are will die and pass away, that life is full of loss. But we also need to know and to remember that in death we are in the middle of life. Our families and our communities, they will take up projects that we leave behind. Songs that we have left unsung will be sung, and there's always hope and renewal.
We remember and mourn, and we go on. As a woman dies, so is a child born. Leaves fall to make space for new growth. I am full of hope, but not because I know the certainty that the world will get better. It is harder to find generosity, compassion, and care. Hope is not a passive thing, but an action. We commit ourselves to our vision of a better world and move from prayer to action to make real. But hope is an action. We act to make the world a better place, and so it does. We care for each other, and we become more compassionate and more able to care. We act not out of some calculation or cost-benefit analysis, but because the right thing brings us joy and enriches our lives through enriching the lives of others.
So today, I'm simply leading a prayer that from these small things may we come to know the God Arepo, who is the God of devotion, of small kindnesses, of unbreakable bonds, the God of selfless, unconditional love, of everlasting friendship, of trust. By moving through all the little beauties of the world, all the little hopes that we have, we come to this, to finding the divine inside ourselves and acting in the world to express it. And that, my friends, is hope.
As we say it, so mote it be.
Well, not unless
Oh,
you
sorry.
want to forget this
I
part.
apologize. The light is returning, even though this is the darkest hour. No one can hold back the dawn. Let's keep it burning. Let's keep the flame of hope alive. Make safe our journey through the storm. Our planet is turning. Circle on her path around the sun. Earth Mother is calling her children home.
It's a song by Charlie Murphy and Jamie Sieber. The entire world is in trouble, and we must do what we can to minimize the damage. Let's each bless each other by sharing hope, with acts of solidarity, with the grace that's found in these small acts of kindness.
As we say it,
So mote it be, so mote it be, and so mote it be.
it is time to bless and share food and drink. Speaking the blessing while holding up the goblet of wine and the plate of food. It is not we who bless food and drink, but they who bless us. For in their nature they nourish our bodies, and by sharing food and drink, we create community. May you never thirst.
May you never hunger.
So mote it be.
May you never thirst.
May you never hunger.
This will be.
That is a good apple.
Mm-hmm.
Have something to eat and something to drink. Share the food and drink with us now and with whomever is in your circle at home.
Have some more of this wine. Mead.
Darn good mead. We got to stop sharing this. This is too good.
I've only got about, I think, 19 or 20 bottles.
Bottles, yeah. I got one or two at home. Now we will dismiss the directions. We can always begin again. There are endless circles of rebirth, growth, and renewal. When we reach and dream and hope. When we close the door of the center with thanks to Spirit.
What we have accomplished has given a solid foundation to build upon. When the foundation is solid, the structure is sound. We close the door of the north with thanks to the earth. There we go. Turned the wrong way.
Yeah. Where there is love and care, and we can accomplish great things. We close the door to the west with thanks to the water.
The past is in the past. I give my pain and disappointment to the fire, and I move on. We close the door of the south with thanks to the fire.
With each breath, we renew our lives. We close the door to the east with thanks to the air.
Yeah, continues to be yours.
Okay. Before we completely leave sacred space, I would like you to ground. Settle yourself comfortably again. Close your eyes and listen to my voice. As the sun rises in the morning and the world is covered in light, so that we may see where we are and where we are going. In the same way, the heart, the mind, and the soul open up as we reach for the light of understanding, as we connect to the infinite reflected in each other, embodied throughout the world. Take a deep breath, hold it, and release. And again. May we go from this place refreshed and aware.
And the circle is
open,
and yet
unbroken.
Merry meet, and merry part,
and
merry meet again. Blessed be everyone.
Blessed be.
The next new moon ritual will be here at 7 p.m. on the 24th of July. We'll see you then.
See you then.